Hi guys, happy Thursday. I hope everyone's doing so awesome today. Every week we hang out here and we kick nasty chemicals to the curb. Hey guys! And I hope everyone that's attending doTERRA's annual convention in Salt Lake City, Utah got there safely and is having the time of their lives. George and Olivia and I and our team will be there next year and we cannot wait to see you guys there. And doTERRA actually released 23 new products today that they announced them and they'll be released and available October 1st. So I'm really excited. Hi guys! I'm really excited to get those products and experiment with them and bring you guys some new and exciting DIYs with them and kind of share all about what great things that they can do for us. But for those of you that are new, thank you so much for joining me and thank you for coming back if you have been following me for a while. My name is Hillary LeMay and I am an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA International. Oh, thank you so much. I actually got this. I love shopping from online consignment sales, and there's a lady named Tracy on Instagram at Hout in the suburbs, I think. I'll have to put it in the replay. I'll tag her. But yeah, this is where I got this shirt. I feel very Bollywood. I feel like I should do a little Bhangra dance or something like that. But thank you so much. So yeah, so this is just a place where every Thursday we come and hang out together, and it's a safe place. It's family friendly, so you can grab the kids if they're still awake and they can come and hang out with us. We kick nasty chemicals to the curb and we show you how to enjoy your essential oils and live this essential lifestyle. And it's really awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Hi guys. And if you'd like to share this broadcast with your followers, as always, you can swipe to the right or up depending on what kind of phone you have, and you can tap the hearts at the bottom of the screen just to let me know that you're enjoying this and you're enjoying the information that I'm sharing and you find it entertaining. And it is a full moon, so you never know what's going to happen, right? You never know what's going to happen on Periscope. So for anyone that is on my team, you all have this Essential Life book, and it is what we call our Essential Oilers Bible. And this is like 500 glossy pages. It's amazing. Recipes, you name it, dilution information. And so I always want to remind friends and family, and when anyone's getting started with oils, be sure to use this as a resource. I look through it every day. I try to read about 3 to 5 pages a day because there's so much awesome information. And if you have kiddos and you want to help with their mood balance and behavior and stuff, as we're talking about school, back to school things all month long, pop into pages 279 and beyond, and the section has a lot of great resources and suggested oil protocols for mood and behavior and things. And if you have not gotten started with your essential oil journey yet, I would love to share this book with you. I share that free for folks that get started with an essential oil kit because I think education is really important, and that's what I'm here to do. I come here every Thursday, and this is like a continuing education class that I offer, and my daughter's sleeping upstairs and my husband's at work, so I'm taking this opportunity to share and teach these classes and show you how so simple essential oils can be, and they're not scary and they're very simple. So you can also pop into my YouTube archive, which is just youtube.com keywords Hillary LeMay, and you can catch all 9 months of the past demos that I've done and see how amazing these essential oils are. And if you're new to doTERRA, if you have any questions or anything and you can't get a hold of your upline or support, reach out to me. I'd love to connect on social media, on Instagram at Hillary LeMay, or on Facebook. You can look me up there and I'll plug you into our public learning group. But so anyway, all month long we've been talking about the back to school essentials, getting our kiddos, getting ourselves back to school. And so last week we talked about our morning routine protocols. Yes, all the amazing goodness, you guys. It's all good and it's all saved in the cloud, so you don't miss anything. Oh, I know. I wish I was there too. I'm so happy that you're there, Lita. I hope you guys have a great time. So last week we talked about morning routine protocols, and this week in today's episode we're talking all about the afternoon and making this an afternoon after school special, even though it's nighttime. But for those of you watching the replay, you can think of this as an afternoon special and after school, getting you to tackle those main challenges that you with the little ones face after school, and that is hanger. So first we're going to tackle hanger with an easy no-bake recipe. Then the second thing is we're going to tackle cranky, overstimulated kiddos with an awesome calming magnesium mocktail chiller. And then third, we're going to tackle that mountain of skunky, stanky, swamp thing sports equipment, those stinky shoes and sweaty gym equipment and all that stuff. I know, right? And then last, I'm going to kind of follow up with some tips on how to have some harmonious conversation after school, because most moms can agree with me when we ask our kids how their day was and they say, it was fine. And you say, what did you learn? Nothing. So I'm going to give you some conversation starters to help you kind of have a little more harmony and pull that information out of them and have a little more enjoyable time with your kiddos after school. And also, I always want to preface this by saying, if you do not have kids, this can totally apply to you anyway, because if you have a pulse, then sorry, but your feet probably don't smell that great when you go for a run, or you're exercising, or you're out all day, or you're at work, or whatever you're doing, cleaning the house. So that applies to you. Everybody gets hungry. Everybody's got to eat, and everybody has a sweet tooth here and there. So those recipes apply. And then also, everyone can use a little more Zen in our lives. Everyone can use a little more magnesium as well. So all three of these do not, you don't need to tune out and stop watching or feel like it doesn't apply to you if you don't have little kiddos, because this applies to everybody that has a pulse. So I hope you enjoy it. So our first recipe is inspired by my sweet friend, Dr. Laura Ritchie, and these are her no-bake essential cookie dough balls with a little amazing spin. And you can follow her on Instagram at Women's Health Coach. And she, I think, is watching. Laura, are you still there? If you are, you can maybe put your Instagram handle, but it's at Women's Health Coach on Instagram, and she's a certified women's functional nutrition and health coach, and she's a certified physical therapist and doctor of physical therapy. And so she inspired this recipe. When I saw her demo this, I bookmarked it and I said, I gotta do this on Periscope. This is so cool. You can freeze these. It's gonna be awesome. You don't need heat. Yay. Yeah, there she is. So yeah, definitely you guys want to follow her. She is awesome. She has so many great tips and suggestions for you for just living this this wellness lifestyle, and she's a wealth of knowledge. She has so many great things that she posts all the time. So for this recipe, we are just going to start with a basic glass bowl, and we are going to start with a half a cup of almond butter. This is raw almond butter, and feel free to, as you're watching, as always, make this whatever your family likes. If you are a nut-free family, you can use sun butter. Switch up your nut butter so that your body is not getting the same thing constantly. So you can use almond butter, you can use peanut butter, whatever you have access to. And then we're going to add a half a cup of shredded coconut, and then we're going to add about a half a cup of dark chocolate chips. Now, you can use whatever you have access to. You can use cacao nibs. You can use anything that you like for your family. This is just what we like. And then we're going to use a splash of vanilla extract. Yes, oh, absolutely, Laura. If you pop onto my YouTube archive, I've got tons and tons of recipes and demos that use Castle soap, so you are going to love that. And then we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of local honey, and you can use Jerusalem artichoke syrup, which is what Dr. Laura uses, but I did not have access to that locally, and I actually couldn't get it online either, believe it or not. So, but you can use agave or honey or whatever, stevia drops, whatever sweetener you have access to that you and your family like, depending on your nutritional, limitations. We don't have any limitations in our family, so we're going to use local honey because we like to support our local farmer. But feel free to tweak this as you like. And then for the essential oil, I'm going to add 2 drops of wild orange. But you can do cinnamon, you can do maybe a toothpick swirl of lavender, or cardamom would be really nice in here. You can even do peppermint and make a little bit of a minty kind of flavor going on. I'm going to just use 2 drops of my wild orange. And if you just joined us, we are making Dr. Laura's no-bake cookie dough balls with a little amazing spin. I know, it's so good, so good. And all you're going to do is just mix this. That's it. It's so easy and simple. So easy. And then after we mix this up until it's all combined, it's just like a nice thick paste. Yes. My daughter Olivia loves mint chocolate chips, so I will have to do that for her, but George is not really a fan, so I made these, and he and I will enjoy these when he gets home in a little bit from work. Yeah, super quick. There you go, cookie dough. And you don't have to bake them. You can put them in the fridge. You can put them in the freezer. You can add these to like some Greek yogurt or kefir and make yourself a little bit of like a froyo type of thing with little cookie dough bites. But that's it. And we just made a little dough. And then what we're going to do is take a little tray, dark chocolate and wild orange. I know, it's so good. The kids can help with this. Olivia loves getting messy and doing anything like this, so I love to involve her. Now I'm going to use a little mini scooper, but you can just use whatever you might have on hand. You can use 2 tablespoons and work it through. You can use your hands, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to take a little scoop of this delicious mixture and plop it right down here onto my little plate. and you're just going to do this until your mixture is done, and you can scale up. You can do this 1,000,001 times. You can make this in different ways. You can put little pretzel crumbles on top. You can put little almond slivers on top. You can put walnut slivers or pistachio, or you can mix dried cranberries with this for something like the holidays. I might do that when we get to the holiday time. But, you know, this is just really a neat thing. When Dr. Laura shared this, I knew I really wanted to do this and demo this for you, because we're always looking for ways to incorporate healthy living and things for our kids. And this is so fast. You can make a bunch of them, put it in the freezer or the fridge, and when you come home from school, your kids can reach for something that's sweet and also savory and good for you, because it has all that protein from the almond butter. And it's just a really great option. And again, if your family's nut free, you can use sun butter. You can use any of the nut butter alternatives. So there you go. And what we're gonna do, let me just try not to spill anything. So there you have it. There are your cookie dough balls. And what you do is just put them in the freezer. You can put them in the freezer for like 2 or 3 minutes, or you can put them in the fridge for about 5 or 10 minutes, and that's it. And when they get a little chilly, they're a little less sticky. So you can, you know, mold them with your hands. You can even, you know, form them into nicer looking formations. But I mean, who cares? It's so good. Healthy fat, healthy protein, amazing. What you can also do is sprinkle. Oh my God, it's so good. Just a moment, hold on. That was amazing. What you can also do is sprinkle some chia seeds or some flax meal or some hemp hearts. I like to add those if you follow me on Instagram at Hillary LeMay. I love adding superfood seeds to my trim shake smoothies in the morning, and this would be a great thing to do. Just like sprinkle a little bit on top. Like I said, you can crumble, have your kids like use, you know, their energy after school to kind of crush some pretzels, and you can just sprinkle some little pretzels or a little bit of Himalayan pink salt and make it a little more savory. But these are so good, and I hope you will try them. And so then after they're done in the fridge for a minute and they set, you'll see that I kind of rolled these a little bit more neatly. And you can just serve these to your kiddos with a little bit of almond milk or almond coconut milk. Yeah, and it's so delicious. So we're just going to go in for this because I can't resist. Oh my God. It's amazing. Dr. Laura, mwah, I love you. You're amazing. I'm so thankful for your friendship. And thank you for inspiring me. Everybody, you guys, I love your recipes. If you have something you want me to demo, let me know. I'd love to do it. Hold on. I'm thirsty. That's delicious. It's so good. But yeah, send me recipes if you guys want me to do anything. I love trying new things, and it is so awesome sharing these recipes for kids. They will love that. Give them one after school and they will be set. They'll do their homework. They'll be peaceful. They won't be asking for a treat, and you don't have to feel guilty about giving them something like that. By the way, have you guys had the almond coconut milk from Silk? It's unsweetened. It is so good. It is so quenching if you just want that like milk thing. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, super good. All right, so there we go. Those, yeah, you can add your favorite protein powder. You can actually add a scoop of your trim shake, either vanilla or chocolate. It's totally flexible. Just, you know, make them fun. Make them, these are for your kids and for you. You can enjoy them. Your kids can enjoy them. No guilt whatsoever. And they'll be focused and ready to handle the rest of the afternoon hours doing their homework or cleaning up or doing the things that you need them to do. So, all right, we're going to switch gears, and our next recipe is my L'Amazing Faux Soda Magnesium Mocktail. Now, a couple months ago, I did my Magnesium Mocktail demo here, and then a couple months before that, in January, I did a long scope all about the benefits of magnesium. So definitely check out those scopes if you are just following me now. But for those of you that have been watching me for a while, this will be a little bit of a review, but it's still something that we enjoy every day. It is such a game changer with cranky attitudes because kids are overstimulated. They have been at school all day long, and for us, we've been at work all day long. We've been busy. We're preparing breakfast and making lunches and getting kids out the door and managing our own responsibilities and keeping our home and being supportive of our spouse and doing all the things that we need to do in our day. We need more Zen in our life, and magnesium is an awesome way to incorporate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a mason jar, and you can use whatever container you like, but I like this because it gives me room to work. And what I'm going to do is take a couple cubes of watermelon. You can add whatever fruit you like, whatever flavor of magnesium, whatever flavor of sparkling water you like, but this is what I'm going to do today. We are going to use the Kiwi Watermelon LaCroix. And first I'm going to take a muddler. I got this and I demoed this when I did my lemonade periscope a couple months ago. So you're just going to press down to muddle your watermelon, and that's going to release a lot of the juices from the watermelon, and it's just going to be like really delicious and flavorful. And you can let your kids do this, and this is going to help calm them down and just ease some of those afternoon cranky tantrums. And it does look like a makeup brush. This is a muddler. You can get it in the bar section of any like like wine store, wine shop, or you can get this on Amazon or from Bed Bath & Beyond with a coupon. So we've got our muddled watermelon, and take our, let's see, we'll do our magnesium next. So let me make room. I gotta make room to groove, you guys. I gotta make room to groove. So here are the flavors of magnesium that we use on a regular basis. These are all the Natural Calm brand. We have plain, orange, cherry is my absolute favorite, and sweet lemon. And there are so many possibilities. The great thing is this is it's a magnesium citrate drink powder, and it's calming and it's relaxing, and it helps your body naturally maintain healthy magnesium levels. And if you think about it, most of us are so deficient in magnesium that even if we're taking something like Lifelong Vitality Pack or our bone nutrient supplement that has 100% of our daily needs for magnesium, our bodies are so deficient because if you're drinking coffee, or if you're on birth control pills, or if you're physically active and you're sweating, those electrolytes are gone from your body and you're not replacing them. Also, for those that eat a lot of processed foods, magnesium is one of the energy currencies that your organs and body systems need to do what they need to do and function properly. So again, feel free to pop into the other into the past scopes that I've done about magnesium and hear more of the benefits. But it's just such a great thing for our bowels, for our GI tract, for calming, for muscle spasms, things like tummy troubles, head tension, trouble sleeping, eye twitches, all those things. You can get any of these on Amazon.com. So they only make the packets, they make travel packets, which are really nice, and I share those with my new oilers when they get started with me, just, you know, kind of something to share with them, because we all are enjoying this on my team. My team is loving these magnesium mocktails every day, just to be calmer and be happier moms and happier spouses and everything. But most health food stores do have it. They sell the packets only of plain and of actually raspberry lemon. Now, raspberry lemon is not my favorite. Oh wow, RLS is gone since using your magnesium. It's amazing, Mel. It really is. And when you are consistent and do your protocols every day, it really is amazing the difference that you will see. But so online, you can only buy packets of plain or raspberry lemon, but on Amazon, you can buy the canisters of all these flavors. So that's lemon, it's sweet lemon, I really love it, it's very tart, cherry, which is my absolute favorite, orange, and plain. Now, they're very chameleon-like. Plain is amazing because it just goes with everything. It magnifies the flavor of the sparkling water. It magnifies the flavor of the essential oil that you're pairing it with. It is fantastic, so I kind of use it as my go-to. And then beyond that, cherry is my absolute favorite, but I do love orange and lemon. And lemon is great to add to a fresh-made lemonade. You can add it to tea and have like a warm drink, but I like to drink this cold most of the time. But Patty, a couple of my other oilers, like to drink it with a tea. So we're going to just take our magnesium, and it's always great to start small whenever you are incorporating a new supplement into your lifestyle, and you'll know that you are doing too much magnesium if you have loose stool. So just be sure that you're mindful of your bathroom time and comfort level, and if it's a little bit too soft for your comfort, then scale back. But I would always start with like a fourth of a teaspoon, and then you can scale to maybe like half a teaspoon and go from there. So you're going to add your magnesium citrate powder, and I'll do a little close-up so you can kind of see for those of you that might not be aware, but this is just called Natural Calm, and it's a soothing anti-stress drink, and it's just magnesium citrate. And it's going to fizz up because it has citric acid in there. It's going to make it a little tart. It tastes like soda because you've got the fizzy bubbles here with LaCroix, where there's no sweetener, there's no anything in that. And so you're just going to add this till it fizzes. Just add a little bit and stir it to combine it. And then we're going to add 3 drops of lime essential oil. So this is like a lime, watermelon, kiwi vibe, and it's really tart and tangy and tastes like kind of like a Sour Patch Kid. I love it. It is one of my favorites. You're so welcome. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 drops of lime. And I love lime. Lime is such an amazing oil to pair with things like cardamom or really any oil. It's just a fantastic oil. I love lime. It's very invigorating. It's relaxing as well. So it's just a great one. You got to get it. Okay, and then we're just going to fill up our little mason jar with our kiwi watermelon LaCroix. And this is so great because your kids feel like they're drinking something special, like it's a treat drink, and you don't have to feel like you're depriving them of soda, even though you don't want them drinking soda. They don't need to drink soda. But if they've been in a habit of drinking soda, it's hard to break that without something to replace it. So this is going to give them the same feel of soda, but without any of those nasty chemicals and preservatives and nasty things that are in soda, like, you know, fake sweeteners and all that. It's so good, I just don't want to stop. So you definitely need, oh, LaCroix, you can get it at Target. If you're local in the Northern Virginia area, you can get it at Harris Teeter, but definitely at Target. You can also get LaCroix on Amazon, so they'll ship it to you. Yeah, it's a win-win on so many levels. I love these drinks. Another favorite is the cherry lime flavored LaCroix with the lime essential oil and cherry magnesium. But again, there's just so many, and it's endless. I mean, there's endless possibilities. And I did a challenge on my team a couple months ago, probably early spring, and I challenged everyone to do a magnesium mocktail for 2 weeks, and it was just so much fun. And everyone was trying different recipes, and they really were having incredible results. And actually, a couple people got off some prescription medications for stress, like Xanax and things like that, because they realized that when they had the right support for their body systems, for their mood management, for all these other areas of their body, that they no longer needed those synthetic things to manage their emotions. So I hope that you will try these magnesium mocktails. This is like a faux soda afternoon chiller to get those kids that are, overstimulated and exhausted from their work day, from their school day. Everyone's tired in that afternoon time frame between, when school and work is done. You've got to get dinner on the table, you've got to get laundry started or do whatever you need. You got to pack lunches for the next day, get clothes out for the next day, and get your kiddos bathed and to bed and off to dreamland. So it's really nice to have something that you can give them. You can pair it with your no-bake cookie dough balls from Dr. Laura. You can pair these together for a special treat too. And just incorporate something like this into the daily routine, and your kids are going to feel so empowered, and they're going to feel amazing, and you're going to just slowly feel that vibe changing, and it's not going to feel so tense anymore after school. It's not going to feel so stressful and pressured. You're going to feel calmer, they're going to feel calmer, especially if you're sitting down to do homework together with your kiddos. I know that can be a really stressful time. We're not really at that stage yet. We're not at that stage yet. Olivia's turning 5 next month, but still it is stressful. We're working on handwriting and focusing and paying attention and doing what you need to do and doing your chores and all that stuff. So again, I hope you will try the magnesium mocktails. These are a little afternoon chiller to tackle that cranky, overstimulated kiddo in your house, and even tackle that when you feel cranky and you feel like rare. Because you don't want to feel rare with your husband or rare with your kiddos or rare with yourself, So I hope you'll try this. Yeah, it is a major game changer. Now, always, one thing I want to recommend, always do this after a meal. Anytime you're doing any supplementation, you need to do it after your meal so that it can be absorbed into your body with your food, and it's going to do the best in that way. So again, you always want to drink your magnesium drink after dinner or after lunch or after breakfast. I like to do it after lunch or after dinner, but especially with Olivia, because she goes to bed around 7 o'clock, I don't want her drinking like a full belly of liquid, before bed. So maybe like with an afternoon snack, like a heavier afternoon snack, or like right when they get home if they've got a full belly. So there we go for the magnesium mocktail. And then our last one is our Swamp Thing Deskunkifier spray, and mine's empty, so I thought what a perfect opportunity to refill it. So I just have my label here with the oils that I'm going to use. This is just Swamp Thing, and we're going to use Eucalyptus, Purify, and On Guard, and we are going to make a spray to tackle those nasty mountains of stinky sports equipment and stinky shoes. And even if you don't have kids, your feet smell. I'm sorry, you're a lovely person, whoever you are, wherever you are in this country. I know you're awesome, but your feet smell. My feet don't smell good either, so it's all good. We can just agree that we all need some shoe defunkifying, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes. And after you work out, after you walk, Mimi, of course, your feet smell like roses, of course, but everyone else except Mimi's out there. Yes. So we're going to do a little Swamp Thing. So we are just going to take 4 drops, because this is about a 4-ounce bottle. We're going to take 4 drops of Eucalyptus Purify and On Guard, and then we're going to add some water, and we're going to spray down Olivia's stanky shoes. Okay, so here we go with eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is one of my favorite oils. If you guys have been watching me, following me on social media, you know that one of my favorite oils now to diffuse during the day is eucalyptus, along with lemongrass. It's very awakening, and it just makes me feel alert and focused, and I really love it, but it's also very freshening. So I like to diffuse it with lemon and peppermint also in my home to just kind of freshen things up when we're going to leave for the day. And then, of course, Purify is doTERRA's cleansing blend, and this is just a phenomenal oil all around. You can also add this oil to your vase of flowers, to your pumpkin, and to your Christmas tree water to preserve it longer. So Purify is awesome. It's very fresh and clean. You can add it to your dryer balls, add it to your laundry detergent. It's awesome. And then On Guard, of course, is amazing, and it's a protective blend, but it also smells really fresh because it's got clove, like antioxidants, and a lot of really fresh oils like rosemary. Yeah, and it's amazing. So let's see. On Guard has wild orange peel, clove buds, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So I like to add more eucalyptus specifically because I really like the smell of it. But On Guard is really spicy, and it's nice. It's going to kind of deodorize. It's going to absorb those odors and just smell amazing. And it's also going to kill all those germs and nasty bacteria that might be lurking in there, because if the shoes are moist, that's a breeding ground for germs, and we just don't want that. And we want our houses to smell really nice, because we're not spending all this money on essential oils for our house to smell nasty like smelly feet, right? So then we're going to just take our little funnel and add some water just to fill this up. Now you can use water or witch hazel, it's whatever you prefer. You can just use whatever you like. There we go. And then we're going to just top this with our little nozzle. And you can get these bottles from shareoils.com. You can get them from Aroma Tools. You can get them from your local vitamin shop. Yeah, I love these funnels. They're super awesome for crafts. I love them. They came on a key ring from Amazon with like 4 or 5 different sizes, and they're really convenient for crafting and recipes and DIYs and all that. So then we're just going to shake it. And what we're going to do is take Olivia's Stanky shoes, right? And we're just going to spray inside. And then we'll spray the other one inside. She's darn cute, but her feet smell. So, ain't nobody kind of time and have stinky feet, right? Ta-da! Ta-da! She's ready to kick through tomorrow without stinky feet. So, there you go. Swamp Thing is amazing. So easy. Yeah. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing, it doesn't mean something's wrong with you or whatever, but, it's just sweat and it's hanging out and lurking there, right? So, also you can spray things like camping gear or blankets, like sleeping bags, coats, to deodorize things like that, jerseys, that you might not want to wash every day. Yeah, they sweat a lot. They just do. I mean, they're kids. They shouldn't be sitting one place. They should be active and running around and outside and getting messy and getting dirt under their fingernails. Exactly. Winter coats, all those things that you're not going to wash your winter coat every other day, but they kind of start to get a little rank. Actually, exactly. Backpacks, anything. That's a great point. And in fact, Taylor, she's on my oil team, and she started doing this awesome thing where she sprays her kiddos' backpacks with On Guard when they come home from school, not only to kill the germs, but also there's just smells that attach to them at the end of the day. So hopefully that was helpful for you. So we've got our Swamp Thing, and we've made our magnesium mocktail to calm down the kiddos and ourselves, and we made these awesome no-bake delicious cookie dough balls thanks to Laura, Dr. Laura. And then before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk a few minutes about ways that we can improve communication with our own kiddos. Even with your spouse, you can do the same thing, but there are some non-oily tips for facilitating better conversation and having a more calm after school kind of vibe, because we're talking all about after school time, and it's really important that we establish effective and open lines of communication with our kiddos early on, because if we don't, then it leads to a lot of behavioral issues later on. And if they don't feel like they're being heard, if they don't feel like their feelings are being validated, it can create an environment for them where they feel like they need to act out to get attention, or if they act negatively, that's the only time that they're listened to or they're heard. So it's important that we try to tap into ways that we can communicate with them better. And so I have a couple of little samples of things that you can start to do to maybe incorporate either while you're having your afternoon snack or when you're drinking your mocktail with the kiddos. After school or even at the dinner table, just kind of ways to open up the lines of communication, because when you just say, how was your day? And they say, fine, that's not fine. Like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk, And this is also how they develop their social skills between kids, because let's face it, like a lot of times when we see teenagers and stuff, they're just sitting there texting. Well, what are they going to do when they get to the dating years? Are they going to just text each other and then say, like, will you marry me over text? I mean, how are they going to date? How are they going to learn about each other? Like when George and I were dating like 16 years ago, we would stay up on the phone until 2 a.m. talking because we had so much to get to know about each other. And so, if you establish those open lines of communication and those abilities to be social when your kids are younger, then it'll pay off, hopefully. I mean, I don't know, my daughter's only 4, so I'll let you know, I guess, in a couple years, but so far so good, and she's really chatty and she loves to talk, and I wonder where she gets that from. Anyway, I digress. All right, so a couple questions that you can ask your kiddos are things like, what was the best part of your day? What was the worst part of your day? What made you laugh today at school or when you weren't with me? Or if they went to a birthday party or something, and you kind of ask them like, how was your day? And they say fine. Or how was your time? And they say fine. Who did you help today? Now that's a really important question. Yes. Who did you help today? But also who helped you today? So if you start establishing this routine of questions, it becomes like a fun game. And if you have several kids, you can have them ask each other and play kind of like a round robin. Like you ask child A, and then child A asks child B, and child B asks child C, and then you go around the table asking questions, and you can make like a little book, and they can color a picture. You can do it like Pictionary style, like a whiteboard or something. But who did you help today? Because if they say nobody, then you can say, well, tomorrow I want you to come back home telling me that you've helped somebody. You helped the door, you helped somebody with their backpack, you helped somebody open up their lunchbox, you help somebody with the water fountain or whatever it is, but get them in that serving mentality, because as essential oil educators and leaders in doTERRA, we have a serving mentality. I could be watching TV right now, I could be doing any number of things right now, but I love serving you guys, and many of you that are watching me are not on my team, but I love serving you and helping you, and even though I don't get anything out of it per se, I love sharing this information with you, and it makes me happy, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something to help somebody today. So tomorrow, if Olivia says, Mommy, what did you do to help somebody today? I can say, I taught a class on teaching people how to have a more calm afternoon session, and it was really fun, and now maybe they'll have a great afternoon with their kiddos at home, and we need to do that too. So again, asking questions like, who did you help today, and who helped you today, and making sure that when they helped you, did you say thank you? How did you respond when they said that? Also something like, who did you sit by today at lunch, or who did you play with on the playground? Where's the coolest place at school? What is your favorite place to be at school? Is it the library? Is it the playground? Is it the lunchroom, gym class, or the library? Tell me your favorite place to go in school. What's your favorite thing to do on the playground? Do you love the swings? Do you love the monkey bars? Do you love the slides? And then you can use those and make sure that you incorporate those things into your downtime with them. So maybe schedule a time where you can take the kids to the playground and make sure that you find a new playground. You can Google for playgrounds in your neighborhood and go to a new playground that maybe has like the coolest slides ever if your kiddo loves the slides. Or take them to an indoor water park and take them on amazing swirly slides or whatever if they're old enough. But ways that you can connect with them that help cut some of the tension that you might feel. So also, what was the silliest thing that happened today at school? Tell me what was silly. What did you do that was silly? What did somebody else do that was silly? Tell me the silliest thing that happened at school. And these questions will open up a whole new world, and they will probably start talking the whole meal, and you will have an awesome evening together. Something like, if you got to be the teacher, what would you do tomorrow? And then lastly, what did you like best that I put in your lunch? And so it's a way to like start a conversation, because maybe you put something in their lunch that they maybe that you didn't think they'd love, but they loved it. And so that opens up a whole other conversation about lunches. Like for example, today I asked Olivia, do you want nitrate-free salami, or do you want roast beef? And then she said, I want roast beef. And normally she asks for salami. And so it totally caught me off guard, and it was awesome. And it was so great. And when I picked her up from school, I said, what did you like best in your lunch? And she goes, I liked everything, Mommy. I ate everything. And I opened up her lunchbox, and she'd eaten everything. And I said, tomorrow, do you want roast beef too? She goes, yeah, I want roast beef tomorrow. And it was just so cool, because it was just really neat, and those little things can bond you with your kiddos, and it'll open up a whole new world. So I hope you enjoy that. So anyway, yeah, like I said, we made Dr. Laura's no-bake cookie balls, and we have a little almond and coconut milk to wash it down, and we did our magnesium chiller, and we made our destankifier swamp thing for the kiddo shoes. So hopefully we've tackled the hanger, we've tackled the cranky attitudes, and we've tackled that mountain of skunky, funky, nasty sports equipment for your kiddos, and hopefully these little tips can be the essentials to help you have a special afternoon and a more enjoyable after school time. And so next week we're going to talk all about the nighttime routine and how to have an awesome nighttime routine for back to school, facilitate healthy sleep patterns and all that. So I can't wait to see you guys next Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for everyone that is at convention that's watching later, you're amazing. I hope you have an amazing time, and I love seeing all your pictures and everything. So I hope you guys will try some of these recipes, and if you do, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see what kind of combinations you're making, either with Dr. Laura's no-bake cookie balls or with the magnesium mocktails. Show me your awesome shoes that smell like roses. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!